27 laps, 67.2 miles. It's the Grand Prix of Europe. MotoGP's round 12 of 15. It's go. Now then, down to turn one. Where's that damp patch? Nobody wants to be in that, that's for certain. Great start from the Suzuki, matching the KTM all the way down to braking area, but it is Pol Espargaro who tips it in first. The Suzuki runs over the damp patch. Everyone else did, I think, as well, that had to be on the inside there, but that was a great start from Pol Espargaro. He'll be wanting to put some heat right back in that tyre again. Watch out for turn four when they get there. That's so often the nemesis of hard tyres. There he goes. So after the green light, he has to wait 5 seconds at the end of pit lane, and then he rejoins. He'll be lucky to be with this lot by the end of the 2.4 mile first circuit.
It looks more like 10 seconds, that. Again, ridiculous, really.
Well, they've got to go past the end of pit lane. They go past the end of pit lane line, and then he had to wait 5 seconds after that. That was how it was deemed for safety reasons, just in case anyone was already off at turn one, I think. So, Maverick Vinales starts on the Ricardo Tormo circuit. Look where he is. He hasn't even come into shot yet, so he's miles behind this lot. Out front, Pol Espargaro. Alex Rins has put himself in a really nice position there in second place. Joan Mir, championship leaders there.
Someone's down.
Big off.
It's a leash. And Quartararo.
Quartararo. It is Quartararo. He's luck. Oh, dear me, Quartararo's luck. Well, we've seen it this weekend already. Championship contenders in Moto3, championship contenders in Moto2, and now the man that is a championship contender in MotoGP is down in the dirt. He's had an absolute terrible weekend here so far.
This is the accident. What is really strange crash.
Really strange. It's quite often you follow someone else's accident, you follow them in, but that was a synchronized crashing in exactly the same place.
This is brave. This is
comes Mir. Doesn't get there.
Yeah. Bit early with a full tank of fuel to be pulling them moves.
You would have said so, particularly there. How many crashes have we had at turn 14, the final corner?
A lot.
Yep. Dear me, Cal Crutchlow out, perfectly okay, which is good, although he wasn't perfectly okay before he crashed. The amount of injuries he's got. He's done it. He's done it. Mir's gone through. He's taken that lead from Alex Rins. Will Rins come back? So Joan Mir's looking to be the 9th winner this year. He's looking. Now then, has he got the pace? Well, I hope he doesn't wipe the front out. He's certainly going to be aggressive with it, hasn't he? He's spun it up through there.
This is what you've got to try and do. You've been following the rider for so long. You make the pass, and you've got to throw everything at it now. Get your head down. A couple of really quick laps. Can you brake? Can he break Rins?
And now we're going to see what Pol Espargaro's made of as well, because now he's seen Joan Mir go in front. Pol Espargaro will need to go with him if he can.
Yeah,
Rins ran it hot.
It was a mistake. I saw Rins shaking his head. I wondered what was going on. Yeah,
I thought it might have been a close pass. That's why he was shaking his head. 8 laps to go and a 31.955.
This is my year, is saying.
Yeah,
I'm having it.
Come on if you're hard enough.
Yeah.
Miller goes through on Zarco. Wow. I've got my fingers crossed now. Just throwing it up the road is not an option. Joan Mir. Moto3, you and I commentated on him, and we said at the time that he just looks so good on a Moto3 bike. He looks like a MotoGP rider on a Moto3 bike back in the day. The way he used the brakes, the way he positioned his body, the way he made the bike do what it did, and that was on a little 250cc single-cylinder 4-stroke in Moto3.
Here comes Dovi, Ducati power.
Straight up the inside, down at turn one in the braking area. Oh, I tell you what, he took all his braking area from him, didn't he? That was a bit...
Oh,
and that's what happened.
Yep.
Exactly that. Dovi took his braking position, and that...
left him nowhere to... You call that perfect, Keith. That was not a nice move, really, from Dovizioso.
It really wasn't, because it will have upset the aero of the bike. It would have made him... It would have destabilised the bike into turn one.
Pulling it tighter, and he hits the wet part.
He's had to squeeze that harder than he would have naturally wanted to do, and that was really Dovi's fault. Dovi took his braking point from him. Rins is going to get a sniff, I suppose, at the end, but I don't think Mir's going to allow him that tight in. That's one danger area he's got over and done with. The 23-year-old from Parma, surely in his 29th MotoGP, is going to nurse it through the final corner on the track and take his first ever win in MotoGP on the fantastic MotoGP Grand Prix bike. The 36, Joan Mir, wins the European Grand Prix from his teammate on another Suzuki. Alex Rins And then in third place, Paul Espargaro on the KTM. Brad Binder comes over the line in 7th place in front of Andrea Dovizioso and Joan Zarco. But you've got to say, today is all about Joan Mir and Suzuki. That is going to be a celebrate. It's almost a shame that we've got to go racing again next weekend because they're not going to get a chance to party